Hello again. This is Mark, and we're talking about the branding for this topic of creative. So before you get into the process of actually designing something, you kind of have to know what the feeling is going to be, the look and feel of it. And since this is my own project, I sort of have an idea. But I put together this really quick style guide just to give myself a reference point moving forward on the project. And as you can see here, it's not very well done, but it's a style guide. Here's some typography. I'm using two main font choices here, typefaces. Kenyan Coffee for the headlines and titles, things like that. And Marian, which is, a pretty safe font to use. And that's for like subheadings and body text and things like that. And I have a couple examples here of what it would look like. Also, for my color palette, I'm sticking with primarily a blue, sort of tropical bluish looking color here, and I call this one Seafoam Green, and these are the colors I'm using primarily. This is more of the highlight color. As you can see here, it's just on the top a little bit. And then we have black and then stone gray, 797979, which is sort of for other emphasis as well. So this might be like a sample color distribution of what it would look like across a web page, just to give you an idea of sort of the brand that I'm going for. Since I'm doing web design, I want to keep it sort of like a little bit bold and a little bit like nice and interesting looking. I like League Gothic font a lot, but it's kind of overused, so that's why I kind of like this Kenyan Coffee. It's very similar, but it's not as common as League Gothic is, which everyone seems to be using these days. And I wanted something that's a little easier on the eyes to read for body text, because I tend to write a lot. So I'm using this in sort of a larger, like 12-point font with like 1.2 line spacing, more or less, is kind of what I'm going for. You can see here the use of the greener color on the link here. And that's about it. So this is the branding that I'm going with for this website. Usually I would go through this process. If the client already has this sort of thing going on already, then I would use whatever they have, obviously. If they have a style guide or a brand book, go with that. If they don't, if I'm working with them to create something, then this is something we might have to figure out ahead of time before we work on the website. So the website needs to complement the message and the brand of the client, of whatever they're doing. And since the client is me, this is the one I have. So there's my logo there. It's a little Tropic of Cancer reference. Anyway, so that's what we're working with. And I think after this, we're going to start working on looking at the structure of the website. So we'll go into that next. See you there.